Welcome to Lake TV's High School Basketball Coaches Show. The basketball season off and running. This show brought to you by the wonderful folks at COMC, also Hy-Vee, both in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, part of RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks, and our veterinary at the lake. And so in this show, we're getting to know about the Eldon Mustangs. And so we've got first-year head coach Nathaniel Coddell with us. Thank you so much for coming over. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. We're excited about Mustang basketball this year. You taking over. It's your first year. Yes. So last year, 4-17, they really struggled. So you got your work in front of you here.
Yeah, I mean, 4-17, but we had a couple of quarantines last year that really set us back. But yeah, I mean, there are some things that we definitely wanted to improve, but by the end of the year we played Buffalo pretty tough, who ended up winning our district championship, and so we had a lot of positives still to build on.
Absolutely.
Last year.
That helps
Yes.
a lot when you get a little bit of that momentum. So as a first year coach, I'm sure you got a mixture of excitement, huge excitement, and then also a little bit of dread, because you got the big job of turning it around and getting everybody on board and all that stuff. So what's it like taking over?
Whenever that, I accepted the position, I really was. I'm excited. The biggest thing I'm excited for is I love these kids. A lot of the kids that I'm coaching now, I've coached since they were in 7th grade.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. So I've, coached them at middle school, coached them, the last couple of years at the, JV level. And so, I knew what I had, when taking this job. I knew the kids, and I knew, what that they could do, and what that we're building towards. And so that's the exciting part of it. And they're great kids. They love to be around each other, and they just want to get better too.
Yeah,
So.
boy, that sure helps as a coach, doesn't
Yes.
it? To have that buy-in and that heart from these kids.
Absolutely. You look across. We had a really great summer. Again, spending time with each other. They were really instrumental in putting on a lot of our youth camps. They came. I had 8 to 10 guys at every youth camp that we did that were there teaching the drills and everything to our younger kids, getting them to understand that. It takes a community, and that we're, it's more than just about us. It's about also, what we do in our community as well. And so they bought into that this summer, and they've carried that into this season. And we're just looking, again, like I said, we're just looking to continue to get better each day.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you come from? Are you an Eldon guy? Did you, graduate a Mustang? Where did you come from?
So actually, I did not graduate an Eldon Mustang. I actually graduated down the road from California, Missouri.
What? You're a California guy?
Yeah, I was a Pinto.
Wow.
Matt Davis made sure that I burned all my blue and red whenever I got there. But no, whenever. We had a great little rivalry with Eldon whenever I was in high school. Eldon basketball was at one of its peaks there with Ryan Cleathermos and John Hall and some of those guys that I got to play against. And so. Yeah, it's been a lot different coming back on the other side of it and being now being a Mustang, and like we said, we've struggled the last several years really since those guys graduated, but knowing what the expectations are and what it can be and get back to is huge though too.
Yeah, absolutely. So that makes that rivalry when your Mustangs play California, that makes that kind of fun.
Yeah, it makes it a lot of fun. So I've still got friends and family that live in California, so. It's definitely one that I hope that we go out and play hard and just compete, and hopefully we win, because it makes it a little bit easier showing my face around the family a little bit after that win. So.
Absolutely, and California's got a pretty good program over there.
Brad Conway is, I've actually got a friend that that's his uncle, and so he's a great coach. You look at what he did and built there in Jeff City with the Lady Jays a couple years ago. So. Yeah, they've got a great program. They're really rolling right now.
I think he's a Hall of Fame coach already, isn't he?
Yes.
That's pretty good. Got a pretty good track record
yes.
there.
Yeah.
So we're talking with Nathan Coddell, the head coach basketball of the Eldon Mustangs, and we'll get to know a little bit more about Coach Coddell right after this. What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Your time on the water is limited, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach knows it. Let us do the shopping so you can maximize your lake time. With our Isles online app, you can have your groceries delivered or ready for contactless pickup when you arrive to the lake. With all your grilling favorites, snacks, fresh produce, and home to the lake's largest wine, spirits, and beer department, your weekend at the lake starts with Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, where you'll find a helpful smile in every aisle. The winds are blowing and the temperature's dropping. You know what that means. It's time for high school basketball on Lake TV. Our broadcast schedule is set for our best season yet. It's live high school basketball with Wild Will and Uncle Chris on Lake TV. Join us for the COMC pregame show 15 minutes before tip-off. Catch all the action on Como Channel 90 and streaming live on Lake TV's Facebook page and at mylaketv.com. It's also free to watch on Roku and Amazon Fire Stick. Join us for high school basketball on Lake TV.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
Welcome back to Lake TV's High School Basketball Coaches Show. The basketball season off and running, and we have 10 games for you here on Lake TV this year. Local teams like the Eldon Mustangs and the head-to-head matchups between all the local teams, so be watching for those games. And so we're talking with first-year head coach of the Eldon Mustangs, Nathan Coddell. So you guys had a pretty good football team this year. Lost a lot of close games, but that was a pretty good team.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of positive things in our football season, and really in our boys programs, we're just looking at in all those sports just to continue to improve and to continue to get better. And we've got a lot of young talent that's had to step up in a lot of big roles, and they're doing that, and they're getting better every day.
Does that help the basketball program when the football program has a good year and stuff?
Absolutely. I mean, I won't forget that first practice that our guys all got back together. Our energy levels were, it was night and day different. Because of course we started the week before without the football guys since they were doing so well, and whenever we got them back, they were ready to go. And so they just want to keep on carrying that success.
Nice. Okay, so who are you losing from last year's team? Who do you got coming back that are going to be your leaders this year?
Yeah, so last year we lost our leading scorer, leading rebounder, and Aiden Wells. He was a double-double guy.
Yeah, he was a good player.
He was a really good player, really good shooter. So that's huge. We also lost, PJ Bledsoe, who was just a glue guy, right? He may not do things that would stand out in, the stats, but he was a guy that would go and just try to do anything to help us win. Losing those two senior leaders were definitely, huge. But in that, we did get some experience from some of our other guys. We had last year, Hunter Hess was our starting point guard last year as a freshman, was the second leading scorer, lead man in assists, and he's really put that role, he's taken his role to another level as far as leadership. You can definitely tell that he kind of commands the respect of, opposing teams, but also our team too, that they really look to him to kind of go. And then Austin Rush and Devin Wardenberg gave us a lot of good minutes last year. Really grew a lot. They're starting now for us this year. Austin was a starter last year as well. But they're really growing into their roles as well. And then Nate Reynolds kind of came on at the end of the year last year as a
Yeah,
freshman
he
for
did,
us.
yeah.
He's a good shooter. But best thing about Nate is he is just an energy guy. I mean, he is looking all the time to just bring the best out of everybody that he's around, and so that's invaluable.
Yeah, it really is. As a coach, you just love those guys.
Yes.
Absolutely can. Those guys are invaluable. What is your style of play? You like to run and gun? What do you like to do?
Well, I mean, obviously with our biggest guy only being about 6'3", 6'4", we got to get up and down the floor. And to be honest, that's different than what it's been in the past. I mean, last year we were a team that really kind of had to slow things down and get into sets. And, we're trying to change that this year. And, we're having some bumps along the road with that. But for the most part, our guys are really buying in. And so, yeah, we want to get up and down. We continue to try to preach about being a little better defensively, and not letting being outsized dictate that. But yeah, we want to get out and run.
Good, very good. Because that makes it fun to watch,
Yes,
man.
it does.
Absolutely, and fun to play. Do you have some pretty good depth?
Yeah, I mean, we've got we got 2 seniors right now that are coming off the bench. Nicky Martinfee is another one of those energy guys that we just love. He'll puts his body on the line every time. I mean, he can have 2 or 3 charges in a game and not bat an eye. He just is all over the court. And then Gavin West, wasn't with us last year, but came back this year, and he's really provided a lot for us off the bench and coming in, especially whenever we got some younger guards. He kind of helps take off some of the pressure for him, and he's given us a lot of good minutes. And then after that, we've got 2 juniors that kind of play both. They play JV and varsity, but with Cannon and Cannon Ahart and Joe Prater that. We will really look to get some valuable minutes out of them this year too.
And you guys won your very first game of the year, which for you, first-year head coach, how cool is that?
It was awesome. I mean, everybody was excited. Everybody in the community was excited, and we played really well.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the biggest thing. If you were able to watch that game, you saw us moving the ball, playing exactly the way that we want to play.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it got us really excited for what we got to come this season.
Man, that is greatness. Okay, you ready for some fun questions?
Yes.
Okay, so we're in the holiday period of the year here, so I got some holiday questions for you. So are you a sport guy or a movie guy?
Definitely a sport guy.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, my wife would rather me be a movie guy, but we've got sports going on all the time, whether it be football, basketball. But yeah, and this is the perfect time of year for that because you get both.
Yeah, you sure do, man. You get the best right now. What are you thankful for this year? Most thankful for?
Oh, speaking of her, I mean, my wife.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without her. We've got 2 boys at home that, she takes care of everything with that. And then, whenever that you are the head coach of a team, you kind of adopt some of the other boys to come along with. We have a lot of team dinners and activities at the house, and she is the one that tries to make sure that everything's running smoothly. So she is the person I'm most thankful for sure.
That's
right
the way
now.
it should be.
Yes.
Yes. There you go, baby. So
Yeah.
you need to make a copy of that. So what is your favorite holiday? It doesn't have to be Christmas.
My favorite holiday is probably Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And obviously talking about just being thankful and getting some time to reflect about that. Obviously, it's at the start of basketball season, so you're getting excited about that, and then just that time to be able to spend with your family that's built in. That's probably and then of course I'm a food guy, so all the holidays we eat pretty well, but Thanksgiving it seems like the food game has stepped up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. So turkey or ham? What's your flavor?
You have to have both.
Doesn't matter?
No, you got to have both. I go with both each time, so. I can't pick one.
You got to come up with those extra big plates, man.
Exactly.
And how about the side dish? What's your favorite side dish?
Definitely dressing. I mean, I love dressing, and we have a lot of family, in Arkansas, and so it's a little bit different in the South. Cooking in the South is a little bit different, and so of course you have to say dressing and not stuffing down there, and so. But yeah, that's probably my favorite side dish.
Greatness. Well, there you go. You get to know a little bit more about Eldon Mustang basketball. First-year coach Nathan Coddell. Thank you, sir. We're doing several of your games this year, so we're looking forward to that. You be sure to watch for high school basketball right here on Lake TV. And Coach, good luck this season. Looking forward to carrying your games this year.
Well, thank you guys so much, and thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you.